Hi, it's Ingrid, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will do another reading vlog. I will be mood reading for a week to lower my screen time because it's getting really bad. It's going down, but it's at the point where I just can't have that. Last week my daily average was 8 hours. The week before my daily average was 11 hours. I'm gonna say I have been sick. Like, my allergies are so bad that I can't be outside, so all I've been doing is like laying in bed. So that's like why my screen time is so high, because I can't really do anything else. Because every time I move, I just can't breathe. It's getting a little better. It's been raining a bit, so the allergies are calmed down. And I can actually do things now, which is fun. So I don't just sit on my phone all day. But anyways, I still want to lower my screen time, so I'm going to be mood reading. I feel like recently mood reading has been all I wanted to do. Like, if I have to read something, I don't want to do it. I feel like the only thing that pulled me out of it was reading Ninth House, which I read in my last video. My last reading vlog, at least. I might post another video in between, I don't know. But I'm just going to be mood reading because I want to. I have a few options of books I want to read right now. But first we're going to look at the date. It's May 28th. Friday is the last day of May. Sunday is my birthday. So I don't know if I'm going to be filming up until then or what I'm going to do. But at least now until the end of May. I feel like May has been a really bad reading month. I've read 3 books. Didn't start reading until like the 27th. I don't know. No, that was April. Like the first 2 or 3 weeks really I just didn't read much. It was because of my exams. Like, that's why. And I just didn't want to read. But still, we're gonna change that now. I did a reading vlog, so I read 3 books in that video. But other than that, I haven't read anything. So now I'm just gonna read for my enjoyment. So we're gonna go pick out a book. I have a few I actually want to do. I'm really excited now, which is good. So let's move over to the shelf and we'll look at the options. So I'm over at my bookshelf. I have my summer TBR over here. I put my May TBR away because I wasn't expecting to read anything off of it, because I just haven't been reading much. But I might pick something off of that. I took a picture of my May TBR before I put it away, so I still have like them here. I don't really want to read much of that TBR right now. One option is Flawless by Elsie Silver. This is one I actually really want to read. My other options right now, Macbeth by Shakespeare. It was also on my TBR in May, and I read another one of his plays in April. I think it was April, and I listened to the audiobook while I was reading and I really enjoyed that. So I'm kind of want to do that with this one, and I think David Tennant is voicing one of the characters, which just makes it so much more exciting. So that's an option. I think I'm going to read that in this video. Possibly later today. I don't know if I want to start with that one. I also started the audiobook for Boyfriend Material earlier because I bought Husband Material like 2 years ago, maybe, I don't know. Didn't realize that it was this second book in a series, so I haven't read it. But like on Storytel they have Boyfriend Material, so I might as well just listen to it, and I started it. So far I hate the audiobook of it. Like, the voice for the other character that he met, it made me cringe. I did not like that. But I'm gonna give it more of a chance because I want to get this off of my TBR eventually. But I don't know if that's gonna be my main priority right now. I'm just looking at my things I kind of want. So I want to read Bridgerton. I'm going to eventually. Butcher and Blackbird have been something I've looked at every time I get out of bed and wanted to read, but right now I don't. I also got the arc to a book. What was it called? I think it's House Regali. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but the author of that reached out to me and asked if she could send me an arc, so she emailed me the PDF of it, and I'm excited. So I might read that in this video as well. But right now I think I'm gonna start Flawless, and then we're gonna start this one a little later, because I just don't feel like an audiobook right now. With these plays, I read them while listening to the audiobook. I listen to like a dramatized audiobook of the plays, and it's so good. It really gives the story life, and I enjoyed that so much with Henry V. So I want to continue reading more of Shakespeare's plays with the audiobooks because I enjoyed it. Didn't think I will, words. Whatever. This one, the first book in the Chestnut Springs series, I've seen so many people talk about this, and I bought it when like the whole series went viral. I can't speak. I bought this when the whole series went viral. I own the first 4 books. I just never picked it up, but I think it's time. It's a cowboy romance. The main male character is a bull rider who gets in trouble with his agent. So, to like fix his public image, he sends his daughter to babysit him, kind of, to make sure he doesn't do anything other bad things to ruin his reputation. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I don't really know. It says on the back, I'm not gonna read all of it, but just the pink writing. The rules were simple: keep my hands off his daughter. But now I'm stuck with her. There's only one bed, and well, the rules are made to be broken. I'm really excited. I'm gonna read this one first, and hopefully I love it as much as everyone else. Actually, before we do anything else, we're gonna do a taste test of this pineapple Fanta. The last time we were in Sweden, I bought 4 different flavors because I wanted to try them. I keep looking at my window because there's a spider living outside of it, and I hate it. Like, I got my mom to like wash the window. Like, she took like the garden hose and like sprayed the whole window. They went away, had 1 day of peace, and it was back. But I'm gonna try this now, and I'm gonna try not to think about that one because I'm terrified. Let's open this. Oh no. This shouldn't happen. I haven't like shaken it or anything. We're gonna go to the bathroom and do it over the sink before I open this further. My door is really annoying. Let's see if we can do. Oh no! I'm not used to holding the camera. I'm gonna put you. I don't know how to do this. Stand. We're not risking anything. It's fine. We're fine. We're gonna go back to the bedroom now. Taste test time. Hopefully I like it. It tastes like pineapple, which is good because it's supposed to be pineapple flavored. I feel like most of them have like tasted like chemicals. It's not my favorite, but it's okay, and I like it. It's the best one so far. Nothing went according to plan. So, the last video I filmed, I had some footage I needed to export from my camera. So I did that. While doing that, I read the introduction to this, so now I'm ready to start the actual play. I did not pick up this one yet. I want to, but I'm in so much pain. Like, the period cramps I get are so bad. I just took some medicine, so hopefully that helps. I tried to like lay down and listen to a memoir. I started Love Pamela by Pamela Anderson. I thought I'd listen to more, but I've only listened to 6 minutes. Something I'm gonna stop because I didn't really enjoy it that much. It's still possible to enjoy it, but like, not right now. But I think I want to listen to this instead of reading this because I don't want to think too much, so I think it's easier to just have this open, listen to the audiobook while I'm reading it. And if that doesn't work, I'm going to try to go to sleep because I'm just in so much pain. And then maybe when the pain is over, I can read this one tonight. I think that would be fun. Because I am very excited to read this, and the text is pretty big actually. But as of right now, I have read how many pages? 28 pages of this, the introduction. I didn't like this introduction that much because I feel like it spoiled a few things, but it's fine. I'm still excited to read it. So that's actually what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna lay down, hope that I feel better soon, and listen to Macbeth. The camera battery is flashing. I need to charge. Hi. I didn't really update you much more yesterday. I had to charge my camera and I just wasn't feeling good. I'm feeling a little better today. At least I have up until now. I just like opened an energy drink. I don't know if that's the reason I'm feeling bad right now, but I'm still much better than yesterday. So I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about what I've read. So yesterday I did not start Flawless as I was planning on. I just listened to this because I just needed to relax, and this is the only thing I could like do because I'm also listening to the audiobook. But I got to page 74. I'm about to start Act 4. So far, it's not my favorite. I liked Henry V much more. Like, I'm still having a good time with it, but it's just not a favorite of mine. This is a tragedy. I don't really understand how to explain what it's about. But Macbeth, he's in Scotland. That's where we're starting, I think. And they're... Or is it England? I think it's in Scotland. Because they're in both places, but I think we're starting in Scotland. And he's like a soldier or something fighting. Norway is mentioned. I think they're fighting Norway. I don't know why, but I think that's what's going on here. And you meet some witches. Yeah, he wants to gain and retain the crown of Scotland. And we see him as he's struggling with that while also like becoming king. And I don't really know. I don't understand it that much. But this is a tragedy. It's one of Shakespeare's shortest plays. Like, it's... The whole book is 128 pages. But it's like an introduction first, and there's a glossary, and there's some notes. So like, it's probably less than 100 pages, really, the actual play. The audiobook is a little over 2 hours. But I'm going to continue this today, not right now. Then when I woke up today, I made breakfast, and I got back up to my room, and I started this. And I read to page... I'm on chapter 16, so I've read 176 pages of this today. I was really expecting to like it a little bit more. Like, I thought I would be obsessed by the first chapter. I wasn't. I just had very high expectations to this. Like, this is very hyped up and everyone loves it. And I think the fact that I've pushed it away and like waited so long with these expectations, I've just built them up even more. So I was just expecting more. I'm enjoying it, obviously. I read 176 pages in one sitting, so obviously I liked it. But it's not like something amazing. I'm enjoying it, but it's... I don't know, I was expecting more. It's probably my own fault for having these high expectations. But I don't really know what more to say. Like, I'm having fun with it. I'm not really obsessed with any of the characters. They're getting a little better. At least Rhett is getting a little better. He was mean in the beginning, and it was unnecessary. But I like seeing his thoughts, and we get both of their point of views in this, and we've met like the brothers, and that makes me excited for their books. But as of right now, I'm enjoying it, but it's like nothing special. I'm still glad I read it. One thing, I tabbed it so I wouldn't forget. I see people, when someone talks about this as a small town, people's like, it's not a small town. But it is a small town. It's mentioned at least 5 times that this is a small town. So it is a small town. So all of the people who's coming for people like it's not a small town, yes it is. Rhett has said it multiple times. So that's really all I have to say. I'm probably going to sit down and read a little bit more of this right now. I'm hoping to finish it today, preferably before dinner. But like, I read that in one sitting, so I can probably read at least most of it in one sitting now. So if I just sit and read, I'll get as far as I can. I'm gonna read now, and I would like to start another book today.
To the city streets, we began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young and it's just begun. A she puts her hand in mine. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be two hearts running wild. Now the morning is the afternoon. We lay awake in bed.
It's Thursday. Yesterday you saw me finish these two, so I'm gonna give you my thoughts. Flawless, I started and finished yesterday, so obviously I liked it. I think I had very high expectations when it came to this book, and since I've waited so much, I've just like built up even more. I think if I read it at the same time everyone else was reading it, I would have liked it a little bit more. I did give it 4 stars, so I really did enjoy it. It's not my favorite book. It didn't really make me feel much like physical things. Like usually I feel like when there's a 5-star romance, my heart hurts, even in the good moments, and I didn't feel much of that with this book. I did really enjoy it, and it was a very quick read. I could sit down and I read it in 2 sittings in the same day, so that obviously means it's good. And I really enjoyed the way it was written and just storytelling. I feel like I didn't connect that much to the characters. I liked being introduced to the brothers and the friends, and I really do enjoy a small town romance. Like I really like the small town thing where like everyone's connected and the relationships are always so good. Not necessarily the romantic relationships, but like every relationship with like family, friends, all of that. I started liking Rhett more towards the end of the book. I felt really bad for him. When it came to the actual relationship between the two, I was rooting for them. I hoped they would be together. Like obviously I knew they would, it's a romance, but like I was always just hoping that things would work out for them, wanting them to be happy. But I didn't love Summer. She was okay. I didn't dislike her or anything. She's not my favorite female character, and I don't think Rhett is my favorite book boyfriend either. I really liked Summer's dad, hated her sister. That's all I have to say about the characters. What was I gonna say? I had something else to say, but now I forgot about it. The third act conflict. I feel like usually I've hated on those, but I feel like recently the books I've read haven't been that bad. And I think maybe the third act conflict isn't necessarily the problem. I think it's the miscommunication and the way they deal with it that usually bothers me. Because in this one, obviously I wasn't happy with the way things went, but I didn't hate it. And it wasn't dragged out too much, which makes it a lot easier for me to get through. And also, something happened towards the end of this book, and I was expecting something like that to happen, but I'm so glad that it happened in that way and not in the way I thought it would. So I'm very excited to continue this series. I think I'm very excited for Beau's book. Which one is that? I don't even know. I'm also very excited for Kate. Is he the one with his son? I think. I don't like his character. I think he's mean and annoying. But I like a single dad. So I'm excited to continue the series. I'm gonna be doing that this summer. I'm very excited. 4 stars. I did enjoy it. I'm hoping that maybe I can find a 5-star in this series. Then I read Macbeth, and it wasn't a favorite. I gave it 2 stars. It was kind of boring. I just didn't feel much. I didn't like any of the characters really. I also listened to the audiobook of this, and I don't think that was as good as the last one either, because I listened to Henry V and I really enjoyed the audiobook of that. The characters, the voicing of those characters was so good. In this one I didn't feel as much, because with Henry V, while I was reading I also listened, and I feel like it made me like play a movie in my head, like I was watching something. But this one I just didn't connect with the voices. The best part of the audiobook was David Tennant's voice, but he's barely in it. Like, he wasn't an important character. And that was really the only thing keeping me interested, was possibly hearing David Tennant, because I didn't like the book. I think it was a boring story. And I was very confused most of the time. I didn't like it. I do want to read more of Shakespeare's plays, so I'm not gonna give up just because I didn't like this, because I really enjoyed Henry V. I just need to find the ones that work for me. Now it's time to pick out my next book. I'm getting really hot. I put a sweater on because I was freezing, but now it's really hot, so I don't really know what's going on. I do have the Ark of House Regali. I think I want to read that in this video. I'm probably going to read that later today. But I do also want to pick out a physical book, because House Regali is such a short book that I'm going to be able to finish that anyways. Now I'm thinking, I have a few I want to read, but I don't know. I'm gonna get them and we'll figure it out together. I think I have two books I'm like thinking of here. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is a fantasy. I think it's a romance in here. This one is very hyped up. It went really viral. I did get it for Christmas. I could have read it then. I was going to, but then just never happened. And I know that everyone loves this, and the sequel's coming out in July. I also own the novella, so it would be good to get this out of the way before the sequel comes out, so I can like join in on the excitement over that. Then I have The Cheat Sheet by Sarah Adams. This is definitely shorter than the other one. It's romance. I never read a Sarah Adams book before, so I need to start somewhere, and I would like to read her When in Rome series as well, but I want to read this one first because I think this one came out first. Not that it matters, they're not the same series, I just like that. So I don't know if I want a romance or if I want a fantasy, because the biggest reason why I want to read Powerless is to like get it out of the way before the sequel comes out. But I'm also trying to mood read, but like, do I want to read Sarah Adams right now? I don't know. Like, I just read a romance, and I'm not really in that big of a romance mood, so maybe I'll try Powerless. It's a really big book though, that's what scares me. But since everyone loves it so much, it has to be good, right? I think I'm going to try to read Powerless, but if I'm not getting into it, I'm going to pick another book. But I'm hoping to love it.
We're gonna do it all again. We wanna chase the night, wanna dance to the light, pull the stars from the sky, just two hearts running wild. Never sleep, never stop, as we shout from the top. We're gonna be, we're gonna be two hearts running wild.
I'm going to give a little update. I'm going blind because I have this light right on me. I can't do that. Please. I'm sorry. But I did start Powerless yesterday, and I read to page 209. So far, I'm really bored. I don't like it. I'm liking Kai a little bit more than I did when I started, but as of right now, he's really the only character that I'm actually liking. My camera battery is flashing. It had two of the things when I was starting, but now it's flashing and I don't know what to do. But my head has been hurting so bad today, so I haven't been able to read anything. And I'm not really motivated to read either because I'm not enjoying it. It's getting a little bit better. The trials have just started, so I'm hoping that that makes it more interesting, but as of right now, not a fan. But I might try to read a little bit more, but my head is hurting so bad that I can't read. But I want to finish it today, because I don't like bringing books into a new month, so I would like to finish it. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that because like reading with a headache, not easy. But I'm gonna put my battery in the charger and then hopefully I have some updates later. So I didn't end up reading any more of Powerless. My head was hurting and I wasn't in a mood, and this is supposed to be a mood reading vlog, and it won't be mood reading if I'm forcing myself. So I think I'm just gonna end this video here. I have another exciting video that I'm about to start. But anyways, I've had really fun with this. I think it's a good idea for me to sometimes just read whatever I want and not pressure myself for videos or because everyone else is reading. Kind of did that with this one though. But the books I read in this, what did I read? Flawless. Liked it. I'm really excited for the rest of the series. Rated it 4 stars. It's not my favorite, but I really did enjoy it and I like the setting of it, and I'm excited to continue with the rest of the family. Macbeth was a disappointment. Like, that's a play I've heard a lot about, not necessarily what it's about, but I've heard so much praise for it and I didn't like it, which is okay. Like, I don't have to like what everyone else likes, and I'm still going to read more of Shakespeare's plays. I want to get through all of his plays at some point. It's going to take me some time. I'm not going to do it all this year. Like, I can spread it out. I'm only 20, still have time. I'm turning 21 tomorrow. Don't know how to feel about it. I'm a little scared, a little excited. I don't like it, but it's fine. What is going on? Where are the cars stopping? Huh? That was weird. Then Powerless. I was actually expecting to love this a lot. I thought this would be perfect for me, really. And I've read this much, so I have a bit left. So there's still time for me to enjoy it. I had really high expectations for this. So as of right now, I'm a little disappointed. But it's fine. I'm gonna continue it sometime in June. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe at the end of the month. I don't really know. But I know I will be finishing it. I'm not ready to DNF it. It wasn't as good as I expected. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, lovers.